arguably one of, if not the greatest players to have ever graced the game of football. Cristiano Ronaldo has continuously stood at the very top, along with Lionel Messi, for over a decade. These two living legends are clearly in a league of their own, and it's not even close. Trying to debate who's better between the two has been the sport's most heated argument. However, this isn't a video talking about who's better. That's a whole other video in itself. Instead, we're going to question just exactly what makes Ronaldo such a specimen, as we examine some insane evidence that might prove he definitely is not normal. Ever since Cristiano Ronaldo was a child, he was never normal. Even from a young age, he was always different from the other kids. Ronaldo never had what you could call your typical childhood. As early as he can remember, he was already focused on football. Instead of playing for fun as a kid, he would already take it to a whole other level. While most of us at a young age were probably just kicking around for fun, Cristiano Ronaldo took it extremely seriously. So much so that he would actually cry when he passed the ball to teammates for potential assists, and they missed. Not only in football, but in everything he did, he wanted to win and be the best. As young as he was, this inhumane competitive obsession to strive for greatness and improve himself and everyone around him made him a man among boys. But at the age of 15, Cristiano Ronaldo was diagnosed with a racing heart arrhythmia. At rest, his heart would be beating like a normal person's heart would beat while they were running. Ronaldo was already an amazingly athletic player for his age, and this heart arrhythmia might have allowed him to exceed normal physical limits. However, his club at the time, Sporting CP, did not want to risk anything, so Ronaldo ended up getting heart surgery. Amazingly, just after a couple of days, Ronaldo was back to training on the pitch. Ronaldo would continue to amaze in Portugal until he was finally noticed by the great Sir Alex Ferguson as being a potential generational talent like he had never seen before. Ferguson knew immediately that he wanted Cristiano Ronaldo at Old Trafford. From his very first game, it was clear to the entire world that Cristiano Ronaldo was different. He would continue to improve and get even better, amazing even more people, and was quickly becoming recognized as one of the world's best at the age of 20. But he was still human. It wasn't until a few years later when, all of a sudden, he would evolve. English legend Gary Neville explains, "Coming back from the 2006 World Cup was the world norm, but I remember him just completely changing. He just seemed to mature overnight. His body completely changed. And in that instance, I thought that's where the big change was for me in 2006. After such a narrow loss against his future coach, Zinedine Zidane, in the World Cup semifinal, Cristiano Ronaldo dedicated that entire summer to transforming himself. He got much stronger, faster, and quicker, which would elevate him to become the world's most dominant player. Cristiano Ronaldo has the most unbelievable discipline and work ethic of any footballer in existence. The amount of dedication he puts into hard work is unparalleled and almost inhumane. Rio Ferdinand recalls that when Ronaldo first joined the team, he would put on weights just to practice his stepovers, something he had never seen any other player do before. United legend Paul Scholes even remembers how a young Ronaldo would always compete to be, and always was, successfully the first person to arrive at the training camp and the last one to leave. He would usually work on his weak foot or free kick techniques, showcasing an unreal level of dedication to improving himself and competing against his teammates even before leaving his teenage years. Additionally, Ronaldo is so abnormally competitive that, according to former teammate Patrice Evra, after losing to Rio Ferdinand in a game of table tennis, he was so upset that he told his cousin to buy a table for him at home. Ronaldo trained for 2 weeks just so he could come back and beat Rio Ferdinand in front of everyone. This is something very similar to what Michael Jordan once did when he lost a match of table tennis and trained until he could beat all his teammates. Another strange thing about Ronaldo is that many people say he seems to be very lucky. The ball always seems to find him, or he always appears to be conveniently in the right place at the right time. However, the truth is that Cristiano Ronaldo possesses almost superhuman spatial intelligence. His awareness of his surroundings, perfect timing, and the way he moves off the ball and positions himself almost make it look like he can see a few seconds into the future. That's why he's always there for that pivotal tap-in, or perfectly positioned for the ball to come to his feet. Somehow, someway, Ronaldo always seems to be in the right place at the right time. It's no coincidence. Or maybe the football gods have just blessed him with insane luck. Ronaldo is, without a doubt, the the most athletic player to ever play football, and no one comes close. Like I mentioned before, he's always been a physical specimen, but his relentless hard work has transformed him into a superhuman. Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the fastest footballers in history, with a recorded speed of 33.6 kilometers per hour. Amazingly, Ronaldo's vertical jump is an astounding 78 centimeters, 31 inches, which is 7 centimeters, 3 inches higher than the average NBA player. A truly ridiculous feat. Gary Neville's reaction to Ronaldo's goal against Manchester United in the Champions League back in 2013 says it all. When you combine that amazing speed and insane jumping ability with his incredible spatial intelligence to know exactly where the ball is going to be, and to have perfect timing and positioning, you get the formula for the most dominant aerial player in football history. But those aerial abilities are not the only superhuman thing about him. Although he's not a naturally ambidextrous player like David Villa, for example, Ronaldo has trained his left foot to strike just as powerfully, accurately, and reliably as his dominant right foot. Ronaldo has scored 106 goals with his left foot alone, which is more than some star strikers achieve in their entire careers with their dominant foot. Ever since winning his first Ballon d'Or and leaving Manchester United for Real Madrid, Cristiano would go through another transformation. However, this time, it was different from the one Gary Neville talked about in 2006. This time, Cristiano Ronaldo would evolve from superhuman to cyborg, as his unmatched work ethic and inhumane competitive drive continued to push him forward. I believe that in 2015, at the age of 30, he finally completed the evolution from man into machine. At 30, while superstars like Kaká and Ronaldinho were already declining, Ronaldo, like fine wine, only got better with age. At 30, Ronaldo had the best goal-scoring season of his career, with 61 goals across all competitions. He achieved the most consecutive 50-plus goal seasons in a top-5 league, a record 6 years in a row. He even managed to win an additional 2 Ballon d'Or awards and 3 consecutive Champions League titles between the ages of 30 and 33. This just shows the machine-like durability and longevity of Cristiano Ronaldo, to still be at his peak level of performance at an age when other superstars are heading to China or the MLS to wind down their careers. In fact, at the 2018 World Cup in Russia, Cristiano Ronaldo clocked a blistering speed of 40 kilometers per hour. He also became the oldest player to ever score a hat trick in the World Cup, doing so against Spain. And it was incredibly unbelievable to see how he was still breaking records at his age. Believe it or not, according to Cristiano Ronaldo's Juventus medical report, his body is the biological equivalent of a 20-year-old professional player. He has just 7% body fat, compared to the average footballer's 10 to 11%, and a muscular mass of 50%, 4% higher than the average professional footballer. The sheer amount of dedication, focus, and hard work it takes for him to sustain himself at such a high level for 12 to 13 years and counting is just insane and totally surpasses human capabilities. No normal human can achieve the amount of success he has while still working every day as if he's yet to achieve anything. His machine-like mentality is unmatched. Even now, at 34 years old and playing for Juventus, he continues to amaze and perform at a world-class level. Ronaldo has spent millions to take care of his body and keep himself in the best shape possible. He avoids alcohol and hires a personal nutritionist, doctor, physiologist, and chef to be with him at home and wherever he travels. He has even invested in installing a cryogenic therapy chamber at home to help him recover from fatigue and stay in peak form. Although he's 3 goals behind the Serie A leading goal scorer, he's played 5 fewer matches and has the highest goal-scoring ratio in the league with 0.73 goals per game. Cristiano Ronaldo is also currently 2 assists behind the league's assist leader, but has played 4 fewer games, making Ronaldo statistically the most efficient player in Serie A. If Ronaldo can overcome the 3-goal difference with Fabio Quagliarella in the final month of the Serie A season, he will become the only player in history to win the Golden Boot in 3 different top 5 leagues. After all, he has already become the first player to ever win the Premier League, La Liga, and Serie A titles. I know Ronaldo and Juventus are out of the Champions League, where he's been so dominant over the past 4 out of 5 years. But still, seeing him overcome that 2-0 deficit against Atletico Madrid in the round of 16 by scoring a hat trick was amazing. Once again, it completely blew my mind when it happened. Also, All 5 of Juventus's Champions League goals in the knockout stages this season have come solely from Ronaldo himself, which is absolutely ridiculous considering the man is 34 years old. Hopefully we see Ronaldo in perfect health and good form for as long as possible because even though he seems like a superhuman or machine, sadly, nothing lasts forever. We have to appreciate his greatness while he's still around because, truly, we may never see anyone like him ever again. I think this tweet I saw from Joey Cran says it best. If an artist created the perfect footballer, it would be Lionel Messi. If an engineer created the perfect footballer, it would be Cristiano Ronaldo. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for more updates.